So I'm not really sure of the purpose of this. I don't know, I've never done anything like this before, but I thought that this might be a good outlet and a good starting point of maybe a diary of where I'm at now and where I'm going in the future. It might be useful to look back on this. But basically, the last 5 months or so, I'd say 5 months, it's probably been a lot longer than that realistically. I've not been too well. I noticed abdominal pain, lack of appetite, night sweats, generally feeling really, really tired and just completely unwell. And it basically got worse over the period of those 5 months, to the point where last Thursday it got too much and I rang 111 and I was admitted to hospital for just over a week. In the run up to this, I went to the GP. I was bounced around a few times, had numerous blood tests, stool samples, and then had an MRI scan, which I didn't get the results for until I was in hospital. And fast forward to that day, they told me I had Crohn's disease. And this was something that they suspected. It was IBD, that some of the GPs had mentioned, and that's inflammatory bowel disease, which is like an umbrella term for two types. I think there's more than two. There might be more than two, but they seem to be categorized as Crohn's and ulcerative colitis. So obviously it was a bit of a shock to finally hear that when you're in hospital and you've already had a really rough week. I found out about that. So they did more tests, abdominal x-ray, chest x-ray, blood tests, more stool samples, lots of monitoring basically. And my doctor basically came to the conclusion that a treatment called infliximab would be a good course of action to take, as well as some steroids to help with current inflammation. So what my doctor told me is that I have 4 strictures in my small bowel, and those are what he described as it's 1 meter long of my bowel, and it's like a hose, and someone's stood on it in 4 places. So the episode I had right before I went into hospital, I couldn't really keep anything down, and that apparently is due to a blockage, because obviously when there's nowhere for it to go, the only way really is up. So that happened, and I was put on steroids, which I'm still on, to ease the inflammation that's there currently. I must admit they seem to have worked really well. The difference is night and day from when I went in to now. It's Sunday now, so we're 4 days after coming out of the hospital. And the pain that I was in when I was going in was bringing me to tears. It was unimaginable. I couldn't finish meals. I was scared to eat because I knew that I would be in so much pain afterwards. And little did I know that was because the things I was eating probably had caused that bad of a blockage, and at that point it was nothing was going down. So because of all this, because of the strictures, I do have to go on a low fiber diet, which attempts to really make the digestion a lot easier. Fiber can be, I think, difficult to digest, and when you've already got problems there, it's not really great to have it, process a lot of things, which has been worrying because people who know me will know that I'm vegan as well. So to go from a diet rich in vegetables and fruits and things like that to basically cutting them all out and changing the way I cook things, and knowing if I'm not too careful that it could put me in hospital again, it's worrying because I'm going to have to really be careful about this now. Eating out is going to be next to impossible. Eating with family is just going to be, I'm going to have to really plan ahead so much. But I'm determined to make this work, and I created an Instagram as well to try and help other people who are in the same boat. So from this day, which is Sunday the 12th of September, I have had one round of infliximab, which is an immunosuppressant, and that treatment I think will last 12 months with regular infusions at the hospital. Because that's an immunosuppressant, obviously I'm going to be more susceptible for picking up viruses and infections and things like that, so I'm going to have to be careful going forward. But I have my next round of treatment on the 20th of September, and then I think the next one after that is 4 weeks after, and then they're every 8 weeks after that. So it's amazing that there is treatment out there. It's just whether this works for me, because it doesn't work for everyone. And the people I've seen on Instagram, it's been the wonder drug and it's put them in remission and they can live a normal life. And some, they've had some nasty side effects and they've had to try something else or even surgery. And I'm trying to keep an open mind, whatever is necessary. I think at this point, it's gone on for far too long, and it's been probably one of the most difficult things I've ever had to deal with in my life. But knowing that there is a path and there is treatment there, and there's people going through the same thing, is comforting. Because it's not been easy, and the current mindset is that everything is still fresh and going around daily. It's an emotional time, but hopefully with the Instagram that I've made and showing other people, and maybe these videos, I might keep making these videos, hopefully then people will get an insight to what it's like, and if they're going through the same thing, then we can create a support network, and no one has to fight this alone. So yeah, I'll try and do some more updates of life things and what's happening, and we'll see where this goes.